Hey everybody, it's yours truly back at it again. You know how it be. So the decade's coming to a close, and I felt like I had to take a look back. Some highlights of the decade, if you will, because as we all know, this decade made me. It was my rise to fame and glory, and the next decade is gonna be a disaster. Oh no. But I guess all I have to say is let's just run through some like top fives or something. Or you know what? No, we're just gonna do some tops. Uh, so we're gonna start off by saying best game of the decade, of course. This one's pretty easy one for me.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know what?
You know we gotta start off right.
One game you're getting your ring. Nova one.
We'll be fine. Just watch. My
You're
blue
at 55 subs.
numbering. I know. What is this?
Who's subbing to you?
Get him.
Are you kidding me?
James, I watched that dude.
Gonna have to go with. I mean, I know a lot of people are saying The Last of Us is up there. I kind of want to say Minecraft is up there because that kind of made me. That kind of made everybody. It was a big deal. It is a big deal.
The fabled celebrity. Wait, is that someone? It's Tom Sawyer. Hello, Mr. Sawyer. I'm honored to be in your presence right now. You're so beautiful.
But I'm gonna have to go with Day One Gary's Incident on this one. I feel like this game was just. It was really the first example of a indie game gone right. Just there was so much potential behind this, and I feel like this game lived up to the hype every step of the way. So there's that. All right, let's move on to movie of the decade. Everyone's saying that, and by everyone I mean in IMDb, is saying that Inception is the movie of the decade because it was the highest rated movie of the decade. And anyone who knows me, I'll be repping those games of the decade, movies of the decade. So I guess I am the audience of the decade. So that's kind of cool. Audience of the decade, number one, that's me. But let's go back to movies real quick. Yeah, I think Inception was pretty good up there. I would make a joke about Cats because I saw Cats, but I'm not even going to give it the recognition because it was abysmal. What else? Let's go over nerds of the decade. Definitely those that winter themed, whatever those are called with like the always got a spot. Best animated movie of the decade. Okay, this one's kind of a hard one. Gonna have to go with Cuphead on this one. I think it was a really good animated movie. Close runner-up here would be Coco because everybody loves Coco, and a close runner-up to that is Ratatouille because everyone loves Ratatouille. Song of the decade, ladies and gentlemen. You know what it was. Let's run it back real quick.
Today we'll be showing you a Minecraft mod review. This Minecraft mod is the better animation mod.
Ooh, that bops. That slaps. That goes off. I'm bumping to that. That's ooh. You want to get that as a ringtone? I do. I'll tell you that much. I wish I could undo my mistakes. Star Wars game of the decade. I haven't finished Fallen Order yet, as we can all see. So maybe it's that. I'll update you guys in the new decade, I guess. But I was definitely going to say Battlefront 2 was a solid game because they updated it. The issue with it was the loot boxes, and then they fixed that, and now it's a good game. Imagine that. Battlefield game of the decade, Battlefield 5. That one's a no-brainer because it's the latest and greatest, right? The newest one's always the best one. I think. Let's go with the emoji of the decade. Definitely this one. I feel like this one allows me to portray emotions that otherwise just don't have words, Joke of the decade. That's a hard one. There's a bunch to choose from. So let's just move on and leave that one contested for now. YouTuber of the decade. I mean, I would say it's me. Yeah, okay. So moving on. Location of the decade. We're going to go with Djibouti, Djibouti on this one because I just like the name. I've actually never seen it. Probably never will. But, Djibouti. Controller of the decade. Definitely this team controller. I think this one really took off. Like, I just really loved the designs for all of it. Because as we all know, if you guys have been keeping up with me, following me, you know I have a Steam controller. And that I use it very regularly, and I rep it all the time. And I'm just really glad that this one caught on and it took off. You know, I feel like this one could have crashed and burned, but it definitely didn't. Like, the market took hold of it and it seized the day. Carpe diem. College of the decade, mine, easy. Computer of the decade, definitely mine. My setup's dope. High five of the decade, that one I had that one time. Good stuff. Suspense of the decade. This right here. Maybe I have a secret to tell you in 2020, and I'm not going to come back for a full year until I say it. Thanks for watching. Ooh, you thought the video was over. Ooh. Imagine if I just kind of didn't come back for a decade and then made another video in like 2030. Maybe that will happen. Maybe it won't. Here's to a new decade, and here's to 10 more years of me. Which I know you all so badly are waiting for and wanting to see. I know that you just go to bed every night and you wake up every morning saying, does Fluffy have a new video? Oh, ooh, does Fluffy have a new video? Is today the day? Is he coming back? And the answer is, probably don't be the greatest of all time when I do. Ooh. Okay, we're going to move on to our final category here, Dumbass of the Decade. For this one, we're just going to go to